Hello and welcome back to another mod spotlight video on ARK Survival Ascended. Today we are checking out the brand new premium mod map Atlantis from Snowytrain Studios. It is a map I have been eagerly anticipating for a long time now. The map will release on the 5th of December, which is Thursday tomorrow, and is said to set you back $10 US. It is also slated to be around 70% complete. It can be played cross-platform. This map is an extremely ambitious project, being a map completely underwater, so it is very unique to say the least. I've always felt like quality ocean exploration has been missing from ARK ever since the game's release. Well, Atlantis may be the missing piece of that puzzle. I will be giving away a bunch of free codes to Atlantis, so be sure to stay until the end of the video where I'll be giving out the details on how to enter. And I want to give a big shout out to Snowytrain for granting me early access and for handing out the giveaway codes. So as always, I'll be fully showcasing the map in all its glory, all the current features, what's to come in the future, and of course, is it worth the price tag? So let's not mess around and let's get straight into it. A new exciting underwater adventure awaits you. With dangers lurking around every corner and lack of breathable air, it's going to be an extreme challenge to survive, let alone find a place you can call home. With all signs of past civilization gone, lies a sunken city fully submerged. Welcome to the world of Atlantis. So I hear you asking, where do I spawn on the map if it is fully submerged in water? Well, currently, there's only one spawn region with 6 different locations to choose from. This is the giant underwater bubble, in the direct center of the map, a decent sized area filled with plenty of beginner friendly creatures to tame to get you started on your journey, including the likes of the Parasaur, Pteranodon, Trike, Doedicurus, just to name a few. Also able to find Ankies, Stegos, and the Argentavis, so there is definitely a nice variety of non-aquatic mid to late game creatures you can tame here. It's a lovely looking area, offering plenty of basic resources and also some rare resources like metal and crystal. There's actually quite a lot of metal, so you won't have trouble finding that. In the area you will find a wide variety of pre-made structures and ruins that can most definitely make for some awesome starter base locations. An important thing to mention here is that you'll be able to find these supply drops that commonly spawn in the bubble, which you can loot for high quality scuba tanks. This is great to see as this map is going to be extremely challenging, with or without a scuba tank, so at least there is an easy option to net yourself a high quality one early on. These can be opened at level 1, which is ideal. While on the subject of bubbles and breathable oxygen, there are many scattered throughout Atlantis, for the most part offering a safe haven, allowing you to give yourself a quick breather. No pun intended. Most bubbles are free of creature spawns and also offer some basic resources and also rare resources like metal, crystal, obsidian, and also oil veins, just to name a few. These areas will most likely be a priority when searching for a base location. Some bubbles do have creatures spawning inside. I've discovered one with roaming Carcanos, so that will definitely be a hotspot for organic polymer. A large bubble hosting a fair few of Rhynia Naphas spawning inside. I'm not a fan of the giant bug, but I cannot deny that if you are able to tame one, it might make your life a whole lot easier on this map. A redwood themed bubble, which is kind of like a breath of fresh air, shall we say, because it looks great. I never thought I'd see the day where I witnessed the redwoods forest fully submerged. While it appears anything can happen on this map, there are also a variety of caves and pre-existing structures offering breathable oxygen, so if you do end up stumbling upon one of these locations, you know you're on to a winner. Some of these structures are very cool and will definitely make for great base locations. As you can see, this one here is massive and has quite a high ceiling, so I can imagine a skilled builder will love this spot. There's also another smaller structure that I discovered, which you can't really fit too many structures in, but it does have a nice high ceiling and it's situated in a really nice area. I will admit that it does feel like there needs to be many more structures like this with air pockets, as there doesn't seem to be too many on the map. There is, however, plenty of caves with air pockets, ranging from small to medium, which will also make for viable base locations. DLC resources can be found throughout the entire map. It does appear you'll be able to find most of, if not all, resources in the game. I wouldn't hold me to that though. However, I have found sulfur, cactus sap, salt, aberrant mushrooms, fungal wood, black pearl clams, green, blue, and red gems, plant species Z, and gas veins, just to name a few. Speaking of resources, I have discovered an extinction like Tech City, found in some of the northern and southern parts of the map, where you will find hundreds of these lampposts. Well, I do believe you can find these lampposts in other places too, which you can harvest for metal ingot and crystal. And if you have yourself a Dunkleosteus, let's just say you're ready to chomp down on a lot of tasty metal and crystal, as he will make short work of these bad boys. A giant bee cave is found within the Redwoods biome, if you can call it that. And once again, I never thought I'd see the day where I witness an underwater bee cave. You'll have no trouble finding your honey here, that's for sure. With plenty of harvestable beehives in here, and also hives attached to the trees inside. I haven't seen any giant bees yet, so I'm unsure if those will even spawn or can be tamed. The cave is, however, guarded by the unusual suspects of Surfactinus, dunkies, eels, and those nasty little sea scorpions, so it's definitely not going to be a place where you take your relaxing morning swim, shall we say. There are many Obelisk Terminals scattered throughout Atlantis, which are very easy to spot with their unique appearance. Currently no bosses to fight right now, but there will be in the near future. So hopefully this will be added soon, along with some artifact caves housing the required artifacts. I must say that I'm really looking forward to seeing some more underwater bosses. I do hope we get a few more with this map and not just the one. Speaking of artifacts, there are a number that can be found in the open world. I'm not really sure what their purpose is right now, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. What I will say is every ARK player I have spoken to loves running artifact caves, so I'm hoping these artifacts get moved into artifact caves later on. For example, Crystal Isles was my least favorite ARK map, not because of the map itself, but because all the artifacts were found in the open world, therefore offering zero exploration value or any type of real challenge, should we say. And I do love a good challenge, so I am crossing my fingers in hopes that this is temporary, because I'm really craving some challenging and unique artifact caves. There is one artifact cave as of now, a fully underwater cave similar to the underwater caves from the island map, where you will have to traverse narrow passages, inevitably leading you into the main artifact room at the end of the cave. And from my experience, creatures can potentially spawn up to level 300 plus, so it could be quite challenging. Expect to find the usual suspects: mantis, Surfactinus, megalodons, dunkies, electrophorus, etc, etc. Within the cave you will find a bunch of loot crates where you will be able to find some tasty high quality loot. And yes, this is how they appear to the naked eye. Very cool. And they are easily spotted from afar, as opposed to the standard underwater crates. The artifact is situated within a large air pocket, where you can also find some tasty loot crate spawns. You will be happy to know that there is a mini boss. This is the Sharko boss. I really like the imposing appearance of this beast. The boss can be found spawning in one of two mini boss caves, one in the north and one in the southwestern parts of the map. I didn't want to post any coordinates to these, as I feel like it will ruin the exploration experience for you guys. But if you did want to know the locations of anything, you can ask me in the comments and I will reply. It has roughly around 400,000 health, so it's most likely not a walk in the park. I was not messing around though, heading into battle with my army of 9 megalodons. These sharks only had around 600 melee, so they weren't ridiculously strong, but they absolutely flattened it in a matter of seconds. It might be my choice in tactics, because megalodons are pretty strong, but maybe the boss is a little too easy, unless I just pick the perfect tactics. Once killed, you will be rewarded with 40 element, a Sharko trophy, and you will also unlock a few tech grams, which includes the tech replicator, tech generator, and also the moon pools, which is awesome. This was a tech gram that I was really hoping for this boss to unlock, as this will enable you and your tribe to move your base if you desire to, which could definitely make for some really cool underwater bases. I've personally never had much chance to use moon pools in ARK, so this could be a good opportunity for me to build a sweet underwater base. Also, can we just take the time to appreciate the detailed in-game map? Man, this is some artwork right here. There are plenty of supply crates that descend throughout Atlantis, with their own unique appearance. I'm not too sure if the loot tables have been altered at all for these. I'm going to go with no, but either way, you won't be struggling to find high quality loot on this map. The map was originally delayed by around a month, so there has been a lot added since the delay. In the bottom left corner of the map lies a fantasy themed giant sunken city, which would not have been present if the map was not delayed. And it looks amazing, by the way. I love the attention to detail that has gone into this area, and it is a huge area to explore. As of now, I don't think there is any specific points of interest to note within the area. However, you will be able to find loot crates and varieties of resources throughout. This is also where you will find one of two mini boss caves located in the west, in this southwestern section of the map, if that makes sense. This cave houses high level creature spawns, similar to the artifact cave, and you will also be able to find some loot crates in the end room where you will fight the boss, so you can't complain about a double looting session. But yeah, this is one of the coolest areas on the map in my opinion. The only thing missing is a unique artifact cave or two, as it does feel like the perfect setting for one. So hopefully we will see that arrive with upcoming updates. The Sunken city isn't the only explorable area in this section. There is a passage that you can swim up through that will bring you into one of the largest underwater bubbles, which has a jungle theme to it, housing some more unique creature spawns. I've seen mammoths, rexes, brontos, and a variety of other creatures spawning in the area. While this footage plays, it gives me the perfect opportunity to ask the question, is it worth the price tag? Of course, I'm going to be completely honest here. I absolutely love the map, the premise. I love everything Snowytrain is doing here. The map is unique and offers a lot of exploration value, giving us something no other map will dare to do. And I do love a good challenge, so I'll definitely be tackling this map at some point in the near future. The map is one of the best maps in terms of optimization, and I never use those words lightly. I have been flying around in GCM for days making this video, and I have only crashed once, which is really impressive, considering how many times I crash on official maps. But even with half of the map being inexplorable, the map does feel huge. But, yes, there's always a but. I do appreciate how much work has gone into the map, but progression is a big factor for me in starting a fresh playthrough. Plus, I am also a vanilla ARK player at heart, so for me I need some challenging artifact caves and a few more bosses to even think about starting my journey through the map. But I would also like to give a little bit of feedback. I do think there needs to be a lot more underwater bubbles scattered around the map. I'd like to see a few more in the deeper sections, as there doesn't seem to be too many down there. Some of the bubbles also seem a little too empty, and this might just be me being very picky and greedy, but I really do believe in the idea. But imagine entering an underwater bubble where you can find unique biomes inside. I don't even know if this is possible, but I would love to see separate biomes inside the bubbles themselves. For example, a snow biome, a desert biome, maybe even a bioluminescent biome, or a red zone biome inside a bubble. I think this would be really cool, but I do think that would elevate the map and will add so much unique exploration value. Not that it's not already unique as it is, because it's very unique, and I'm just being greedy, but you know, a lot of the bubbles are pretty empty, so it just feels a little odd if you ask me. I do also want to say that I know it is a fully underwater map, and this is how it is intended to be played, but I do worry that people might be put off by the lack of breathable oxygen. Added to this, ASA completely ruined underwater visuals for me as a whole. That being said, visibility underwater in Atlantis is still better as opposed to standard ARK oceans from every other map. It doesn't matter what commands you use, or if you wear a scuba mask, you will still be struggling to see anything underwater. It really hurts my eyes, and this is not me taking a bash at Snowytrain, but at Wildcard for making their game look ugly underwater. It is sad, but true. ASE just did it way better, and I do really miss the look of the ocean from ASE. So with all that being said, and with the majority of the map being fully submerged, this does naturally make the map very dark for the most part. But yes, back onto the subject at hand, I do think that by adding more bubbles with specific biomes and unique features, and mixing up the artifact caves between fully underwater caves and also caves that you can discover, swim into to find that they are fully explorable on foot with breathable oxygen inside, will contribute to the map being brighter and will add some awesome unique exploration value. Once again, maybe I'm just being greedy with all these ideas. The map has nailed the ocean exploration. It does need to focus on some unique land exploration within the air pockets, bubbles, and artifact caves that introduce a good mix of land exploration with breathable oxygen and also underwater sections. But that is my honest opinion. Overall, I would say the map is definitely worth the price tag. There is a lot to explore, and the map does offer a unique experience. And by the time you set up base and explore a little, you'll find that there's a new big map update right around the corner. I'm personally going to wait until the next map update to play it, but this is just me. It does currently have a slated completion date of the 22nd of January 2025, which isn't all that far away. So I can imagine the next 2 months is going to be very exciting in seeing where Snowytrain takes this beautiful underwater map. Which reminds me, I have been informed on a few of the new features coming in the future, so let's go over these real quick. 5 new artifact caves, new bosses, mini bosses, and wild bosses, more unique areas to explore, more bubble areas, yes, that's what I like to see, an underground zone under the water, which is stated to add 1 titan from extinction. No idea what an underground zone under the water is, but it sounds very cool. A very hard cave where you can farm element, a bubble that will have a rock drake nesting ground where you can snatch and grab fertilized eggs. These are just some of the new features coming in the near future, and it all sounds super exciting. And honestly, it does sound like most of my fears will be answered once everything gets added in, and I can safely say that Atlantis could be one of the most unique and coolest maps we've seen in a very long time. If you are interested in keeping tabs on the progress of the map, be sure to join the Snowytrain Discord server to keep up to date with everything. The Discord is very active, will frequently post updates, and are quick to troubleshoot any map issues people have. The devs and Snowytrain seem like a bunch of cool people, and they are always willing to help everyone. Link will be in the description of the video and in a pinned comment. On the subject of Discord, I will be giving away a bunch of free codes to the Atlantis map. All you need to do is join my Discord server and react to the post in the server announcements channel, which will automatically enter you into a raffle where the winners are picked at random. I'll be announcing the winners in around a week's time. And once again, link will be in the description of the video and in a pinned comment. And that is going to be the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it or found it helpful in any way, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more ARK content. And also chuck down a comment. Let me know what you think of the map. Hope you all have a great week and a great weekend. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.